YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today's video is one of them videos where I was scrolling through Pinterest till God knows what hour, and I just had to make this DIY, and this is a DIY that anybody can make. It is so simple. So in today's video I am turning these wire baking trays into those funky like gold wire notice boards that you kind of see on like Pinterest and in the fancy like shops. So basically in my office and my kind of like workspace behind me, I wanted some pin boards but kind of something different, and while scrolling through Pinterest for ideas for like office notice boards, I stumbled across someone who had sprayed some baking trays and hung them on the wall and used some pegs and clips to put some like quotes and stuff. And basically I thought it would be a really good idea. All you need for this video is some baking trays. I got these wired ones in Home Store & More. They were $5.99 each. You probably can get these in deals at a pound shop much cheaper. One of the reasons why I like these ones was because they go down and across. Some of the wire baking trays just go across, whereas for like what I had in mind, I wanted the wire one. So then you're going to need 2 cans of spray paint. One is a primer, one is bright gold. Both are by Rust-Oleum, and I have sprayed, I think 2017 has been the year of spraying everything gold. If you can see behind me, you will see my office desk. That is another video, and basically I sprayed the legs of my IKEA desk bright gold to match in with my room better. So that's exactly what I'm going to be using today. I'm using a can of bright gold metallic brilliant finish in the shade bright gold, and then I'm going to prime my wire trays as well. Why we prime? Okay, so I noticed a lot of people when I was looking at this DIY didn't prime. What will happen is if you don't prime your wire trays, the paint can pick off with your finger really easily if you don't prime them. Like you can go ahead and skip the priming, but because you're going to be pinning things on with little pegs or paper clips, your paint job can easily scratch. So I'd recommend priming. Don't skip this step. As with all spray paints, give them a good shake. It does say 2 or 3 minutes to shake, but I would give them a good solid 5-minute shake, especially your gold colour as well, because you want it to go on nice and even. I'm going to go outside now and I'm going to show you basically how I'm spraying them. Really, really simple. Follow the instructions on the can. All the drying time and info is on the back of the can as well. This is something you could easily do on your day off or an afternoon off work because it's so quick. I think the longest thing is just waiting for it to dry really, and once it's dry you can pop it up. It's such a simple DIY, so please let me know if you think of giving it a bash, or if you do give it a bash, make sure you tag me in pictures on Instagram. I also have some quotes to stick on my notice board when they're finished. These are from Moss Cottage. I'm not messy, I'm creatively organised. That's me. So I have some of these to stick on as well as like my to-do list, and all of these colours kind of match in with the colours that I have in this room. So they're all nice and bright, and pops of gold on these as well. These are all from Moss Cottage and I'll tag them below. So let's go out to the garden and I'm going to spray my wire racks. So it's a lovely Irish windy day outside. So I just set up a sheet of paper on the ground. Oh, it's gone so bright. So I'm just going to protect the ground, and yeah, I would have loved it if I had a cardboard box. I seen Joanne Condon, who I done a painting video with, a link below. She was on telly yesterday, go Joanne, and she was spraying toys. It looked deadly, but she had a cardboard box and put the item in it to spray, so the spray paint didn't go everywhere, which is a great tip. But I've no cardboard box, so I'm just going to use some bin liner on the ground. The wire racks are only small anyway, and then I'm going to spray them outside like always. Always use spray paint outside because it is a bit of a smell off it. So for my DIY, I wanted you could use the little claw paper clips to stick onto your wire kind of tray, but I want to use some pegs. These pegs you'll pick up in the craft shop, they're relatively cheap, but I had an idea. I'm going to spray a couple of them pink. So under the sink I found this old, you can see there's a suck left, enough to use and some for the pegs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out about maybe 10 pegs. I'm going to bring them outside and I'm going to spray them pink because I think the contrast of pink and gold will be gorgeous. So that's what I'm going to do now while I'm waiting on the wire trays to dry. So this is your wire tray after one coat of primer. You only need to do one. It's touch dry after I think 30 minutes. It may say recoatable after 2 hours, but it will say it on the back of the can. So I'm just gonna have my lunch and then I'm gonna spray it gold, which is the fun part. So here are the dried golden trays. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to position them on the wall here right beside me. So I think what I'm going to do is, so I can either put them that way or this way. So I might do two lengthways side by side. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to get my hammer and tack in some screws or some nails, and I'm going to position them then, and I'll come back and show you when they're on the wall. So my wire trays are up, and now it's time to pop on my quotes, which will be really fun, and also like my to-do lists and things like that. So I think the gold just ties in so well with the rest of my desk. I just kind of felt like I had nowhere to like hang my like to-do lists, and I need a few motivational quotes every now and again, so I'm gonna get to popping them on. So there is this week's DIY, which was so simple, so easy. What, 2-3 hours in the afternoon? Like I said earlier, please tag me on Instagram if you do give this a bash, because I love seeing what you guys get up to, and I'm always like, when people tag me in their things, I'm like, ooh, what should we be making? Because like I get inspired by you too. Don't forget to like, comment, thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in next week's video. Bye guys!